and welcome to this edition of Edmentum's Friday Fact, Fiction, and Fuzzy. Today, we are pleased to welcome Mr. Myron Hester from Julian High School on the south side of Chicago. Mr. Hester, thanks for joining us.
Hello, Kevin. Thank you for the invitation.
So, Friday Fact, Fiction, and Fuzzy. So, Julian High School, traditional high school model, working with kids from all kinds of different backgrounds, different teachers. Give us just a fact about what's going on right now in your school and in your world right now.
One fact is we are recipients of a brand new Fine and Performing Arts program that we was awarded from by CPS. So we're excited about this opportunity to expand our programs here at Julian High School. We have our arts team, which is led by teachers. And we're excited about just the excitement of now being able to have a complete holistic fine arts program where we're going to be starting dance soon, theater. We just hired a new band director. We're excited about that to get our band back up the way it used to be, one of the top bands in the city of Chicago. We're then, adding a recording studio and some other fantastic stuff. So we're excited about the new program. We're also going to be doing arts integration into daily instruction school-wide. So math classes, science classes, English are going to be incorporating some type of art. We saw the data and the research in regards to how art supports all students, no matter what level, background, if you have a disability or anything, art is the direction to go. So we're excited that we'll be able to provide professional development and training for all our teachers and staff to integrate arts so that we are meeting all the learning needs of our students.
That's wonderful news, Mr. Hester. Just great to hear the idea of expanding what it is that you're offering to your students there at Julian High School. How about fiction, Mr. Hester? You mentioned before we started recording that you've been in the community there for your entire life, right? So maybe it's something that you thought was true, could be about the community or about your building, but now you've learned that it's a fiction.
One fiction, and being in the educational world, is we think all kids are technology savvy, just because they're on social media. They're on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and granted, yes, they're able to pick up those social media sites very well. But when it came to this pandemic where we had to switch to remote learning, it was an eye awakening. There's a huge technology gap that we have seen where we're talking about basic software, understanding how to type, understanding how to send an email, basic skills that we take for granted that we need to start preparing our students how to do pretty much in elementary school. I'm also a dad of 6, and so I'm on both ends of the spectrum. I have a daughter that's in kindergarten, and she's learning online. So her being comfortable with technology, understanding it, being able to push the button to speak, push the button to mute. My older kids remembering their passwords, their email addresses, and being able to navigate all the different programs. So that was a fiction that we walked into assuming that kids are tech savvy and they know what to do and how to do it, and that adults need to catch up. The fiction is all of us has this tech divide, and we're all learning, especially myself and staff, with some of the new tools, but mostly our students understanding how to get them the right resources and provide the best strategies so we can overcome this pandemic. But yes, that is a fiction that kids know technology and that they are tech savvy.
Different using it to stay connected through social media as opposed to using it for academic purposes, for education purposes.
Correct.
Mr. Hester, last one, a fuzzy, something that either made you feel proud or happy, made you smile, or maybe something that's still sort of unclear that you and your team are working on.
Well, I give, if you don't mind, I give two. Things are unclear is the virus. Like, you know, with what's going on in politics, there's a lot of mismessaging. And it would be great to get some clarity as a country, what are the next steps for us as a country so that we're being safe and we're being intentional about this so that we can get out of this pandemic sooner than later. Whether to wear a mask, not to wear a mask, whether to, if you have it, to be isolated for 7 days or 14 days. Uh, if you come across, if you're hanging out with someone that does have it, when to go test, when not to go test, which tests are more accurate than others. I had a friend who, when got tested, it was positive. He went and got tested a few days later, it was negative.
Oh,
So
geez.
even some of the testing makes things a little fuzzy.
Sure.
Things I'm excited about. I am so excited and proud of my students and my staff here at Julian. My students are resilient. They are overcomers. They just, man, it's a powerful story that I think I need to start writing down because these kids, the trauma they experienced just in normal, when things were normal, and now to add on to this, and they're still emailing, they're still saying, hey, what's my password? Hey, I'm trying to get into this classroom. Mr. Hester, can you ask so-and-so if they can review my grades because I submitted the assignment? So these are the positive things that I'm saying my students overcome additional challenges in this during this pandemic, and teachers just been on point, very supportive, helping each other out. We've really come closer as a family, strangely enough, through technology, because we can easily have a quick meeting. And so it's been really, really a life opening change and a change life experience changing situation that we've gone through. So just proud of my kids, my students, my staff, my family at home, my wife holding it down while I have to be in the building during these challenging times.
Always warms the heart to hear about kids showing grit and determination. So happy to hear those great stories there, Mr. Hester, and also the ones of your family, not only your family, but also your school and your community family coming closer together with your staff. That's just wonderful news. Mr.
Very
Hester.
encouraging. Yeah,
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
encouraging.
Myron Hester, he is the principal of Percy Julian High School in Chicago Public Schools. And we really thank him for joining us here today on Edmentum, Illinois, Friday Fact, Fiction, and Fuzzy. If you haven't already, please make sure that you subscribe to the Edmentum, Illinois YouTube channel. And we look forward to continuing to send segments just like this out on a weekly basis. I know it's a bit tardy, but we are coming off of the Thanksgiving holiday, so I want to make sure that we wish you all a belated happy Thanksgiving and hope that you're getting ready for the winter holidays with your family and friends. Mr. Hester, thank you again for being with us today.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Kevin.